For joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge.
Whose bat is that?
Pass to Gafford. Back to Davis. And here's Irving. Dallas moving the ball around. The three-pointer, no good. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Pass to Gafford. Outside, Davis. Inside. That one's not going to go. Good D by Holmgren. To the middle. Stolen by Washington. And they're running. Here's Davis. Thunder with the rebound.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Doris, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has a chance to go down as one of the greatest Canadian basketball players ever.
Kevin, that is a bold statement when you consider that the great Steve Nash, two-time MVP and one of the best passers in the history of the game, is of Canadian descent. But this guy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, is putting together quite the resume. Let's just hope he can sustain that stardom.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Here's Davis. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to talk to his guys.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Irving up top. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Can't hit that one. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Holmgren can't hit.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he can't bank that one in. Irving up top. Out to Thompson. Outside, Davis. To the paint. Here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Here's Hartenstein. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Well, there's a level of aggressiveness that you must contend with Gilgeous-Alexander on the offensive end. You'd love to see him force the issue.
If you mention the best players in the NBA, Doris, you have to mention Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. How has he made the leap so fast?
Yeah, Kevin, this is an interesting growth and development story because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has shocked everybody. He can get to any spot on the floor. He's one of the most relentless drivers in the game. You have to respect his three-point threat, which balances out that dribble drive game, and he's willing to compete defensively. Sky is the limit for this young man.
And Gafford throws it down.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you. Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo for the Thunder. Coach Mark Daigneault said, we've cross-matched him onto centers. We'll shift him to a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful that is for you. You have a great offensive player that you're also moving all over the lineup. Kevin?
The versatility. That is pretty special. Down low. And stolen by Thompson. Outside Williams. Outside Davis. Again the miss by the Mavericks. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
Now here's Williams. Still scoreless. Knocks it loose. And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. There's 1:59 left to play in the first quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Doris, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Ball's knocked loose. Pass to Lively. 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Thompson. The three from Davis. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. We've got 1:18 left in the first quarter. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Left side, Davis. Pass to Lively. Some nice passing here by Dallas. To the inside. Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group. There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
Outside, Davis. Three-pointer. Not his night so far. That's miss number 5 with no makes. Here's Williams. Pass to Hartenstein. It's his first trip to the line.
First personal foul.
That one is off.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. Here's Lively. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league. Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Oklahoma City with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
Charity stripe shot. Rebounded by Gafford.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Well, Daniel Gafford has carved out, Doris, a role in this league with his hustle, his intensity, and his rim protection.
All of those things you just mentioned, Kevin, are skills. He plays hard on both ends. Gafford can defend the paint. He's going to crash the glass. He's going to run the floor. Listen, figure out how you can fit and do your job.
Pass to Marshall. In the corner, Irving with it. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone. When you think about the best ball handlers of all time, where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
And it's Hartenstein in the corner. Off target at the rim. Mavericks trailed by 6. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Marshall. Here's Irving. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's aggressive defense. Shea always competing on that end of the floor.
Back to Dort. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. And the rejection by Gafford. And finished off by Exum.
How about the leaping ability of Dante Exum? Terrific instincts on that one.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Gafford. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Gafford. And the Mavericks making a change here. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Pass to Washington. Here's Irving driving to the basket. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Here's Hartenstein. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Gafford. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. The shot will not fall. Excellent D there from Williams. Oklahoma City leading by 4. No good from outside. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Dallas. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
And that's a foul called on Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Back to Thompson. 6 to shoot. Pass to Washington. Dallas again missing. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Here's Holmgren. The layup off target. Mavericks trailed by 4. Davis with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Chalk up 2 there.
And just a good job of getting a high percentage look. Davis knows how to put himself in position to attack.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Here's Davis. No good. That would have tied it. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 8 points for him. And that one is good from Hartenstein.
We are talking about a 6'6" point guard. Shea has got a great view of the floor. What an easy pass.
Dallas making a switch here. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. We've got 1:55 left now here in the second. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Williams.
Oh, and the pump had the D jumping on that one. Davis just too good.
The Mavericks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Rule adjustments, Doris, regarding the rip-through move. Do you think those have been effective?
Kevin, I certainly think we've taken a step in the right direction. We have got to give the defense more of a chance at this point, and the idea that you don't get shots on the rip-through is important.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Up and in on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points in the game.
Let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
Master Williams. Back to Davis. Shot clock at 5. Shoots from the line. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Mavericks trailed by 5. And here is Williams. Nothing on the board. Williams comes with a double team. Outside, Davis. Davis can't get that one to fall. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Thunder out in front, leading by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Caruso with the ball. Left side, Williams. And Williams throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And the foul called on Cason Wallace. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Lively. Dallas moving it around. And the foul called on Kenrich Williams. That's his first foul.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Left side, Davis. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Down low. Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams, Doris, has been swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a number 2 option and, frankly, borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame, and he fits in personality-wise.
To the left wing. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Williams. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Mavericks trailed by 7. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Outside, Davis. 6 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Holmgren. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Universal. Klay Thompson. Kyrie Irving.
Clock at 4. Puts it up off the inbound. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Thunder leading by 7. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Over to the wing. A second chance effort. Hartenstein. Rebounded by Gafford. Mavericks trailed by 7. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Irving up top. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. However you feel about Kyrie Irving, you cannot deny, Doris, he is an elite player still.
Kevin, there are many who consider Kyrie Irving to be the greatest finishing guard in the history of the game. I mean, left hand, right hand, a little bit of English and polish, big shot maker. And what I love for Kyrie Irving right now is he seems content and happy.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Hartenstein. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Deflects the pass. Gafford with the steal. Ahead. Here's Irving. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Here's Irving. He's got 5. Misses in close. Oklahoma City leading by 6. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And yes, it's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, that's SGA in a nutshell right there. Quickness, length, guile, finishing on the interior.
Pass to Marshall. 3-pointer. The Thunder pull it in. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. 16 points for him. The kick out to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Wallace. Here's Williams. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the floor.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
One thing you have to love about Spencer Dinwiddie is his confidence. Here's a guy who knows he belongs, and he's proving it with his play night after night.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. .130 left in the third quarter of the game. Out to Wallace. Just 5 on the clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. The Thunder with another miss.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Williams. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Williams has got the lead up to 10 now for the Thunder. Here's Dinwiddie. Yep, that one goes.
Well, just tremendous body control by Spencer Dinwiddie, able to adjust to the defender's contact.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 16. And there's the defensive 3-second call. So far in the game, he's gone 2 for 4 from the free throw line.
And I know he was pleased with his foul shooting last year. How about 87% from the line?
And so he hits the technical free throw.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
Outside, Dort. From outside, off the mark. Mavericks trailed by 9. To the middle. And Gafford throws it down.
Well, you have to love the size that Dante Exum attacks the point guard position with. He can see over defenders, passing the ball with great confidence.
And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires for 3. Unable to get that one. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter.
The Mavericks, 26.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Here's Irving. Driving inside. Rebound by Williams. The Thunder leading by 7. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Over in the corner, Caruso. A 3-pointer off the mark. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Williams.
And one of the best big men in the game, Davis, continuing to prove how dominant he is.
And the Thunder making a change here. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Over in the corner, Dort. Here's Williams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Thunder?
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
Mavericks trailed by 6. Davis using his size.
Yeah, the added muscle Davis has put on, helping him on these tough finishes. Flexing on him there.
Holmgren in the high post. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Here's Dallas. They've only given up 1 point in the 4th quarter. Thompson from long range. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Anywhere on the arc, Thompson is a threat. You have to do all you can to run him off that line.
To the paint. And Lively pulls it down. We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. Here's Davis. Lays it up off the glass. Davis has got the lead up to 1 now for the Mavs.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over in the corner, Williams. Pass to Holmgren. 5 to shoot. Dort wide open. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here are the Mavericks now. They're on a 9-1 run right now. Irving looking over the floor. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And here is Washington. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They lead by 1. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Second team foul.
Davis with it. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Inside. Knocked loose. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Thompson in the corner. To the paint. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Stepping up. Davis is a fantastic option late. You know with that height and skill set, he's going to get a good look. And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
13 foul.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Looking to get back on track here. And Irving finishes inside. And now a 5-point Maverick lead.
We all know that Irving wants to be the man to hit that shot. And when he takes it, he usually finds a way to finish.
Good on the triple.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Irving with the ball. Dort covering. Oh, they get it back. And it's Davis missing. Here's Oklahoma City now to tie it up. Rebounded by Gafford.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same. And largely a no-show right here.
Count that one.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
Pass to Holmgren. Bucket is good.
Unflappable. I mean, no moment is too big for Holmgren. They needed that basket.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Well, I got a chance to listen in on what Jason Kidd is talking about with his players. Now, with the game in the balance, he had some encouraging words for his team. He said, this is what we wanted. We thought if we kept it close, we could pull it out. Now, let's go out there and do just that. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Oklahoma City trailing. Over in the corner, Williams. It's stolen by Davis. And here's the break. And then Washington with the dunk.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, by virtue of skill and temperament, so ready to deliver in these moments.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Poke loose. Williams with the steal. Top of the key, Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. Holmgren. Yes!
Oh, stay cool in a clutch moment. Holmgren not letting his inexperience get the best of him.
About 7 seconds separating the shot game clocks. Here's Irving. Good!
Man, that is a good one. Kyrie really just comes alive when the game gets tight.
Now, Gilgeous Alexander. No good. Here's Irving. Here he goes. It drops.
And whatever it was at halftime worked because their offense far more effective here in the second. They finally found some sets that are working for them.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
And they need a miracle, guys. They don't have enough time for the catch-and-shoot three, so the only hope is for an alley-oop and an and one to finish out.
So a close game sees Dallas taking this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris...
Can you plug me in?
Tell me what I gotta do to make you feel okay. Tell me what I gotta do to make you wanna stay. Tell me what I gotta do so you don't feel away.
Hello, basketball fans. got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Fans are making some noise here at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for their Mavericks. And he makes that one. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now, here is Irving. Clock at 4. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. The Thunder making a switch here. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Dallas. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yeah, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They built from within. They built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with the coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
Now here's Thompson. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
And the shot is long. Now the Mavericks with it. Here's Davis. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Good on the shot.
He's got the ability to do damage inside and out. SGA's not going to miss that.
Thompson outside. Holmgren comes with the double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
That's a jump ball.
And so it's Dallas with it. Davis with it. Williams picks him up. Right wing. Clock at 6. Thompson for 3. And the 3 ball is good. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Clay not forcing anything, just waiting for his time and collecting points in the flow of the offense.
Holmgren in the high post. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Caruso. Good, great play by Williams to set it up.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, I briefly spoke with Jason Kidd. He said SGA has this special ability to lull a defender into a slower pace and then suddenly make a quick move that leaves everybody just standing there. Coach feels the attention has to be on him. He wants to force somebody else to beat them. Guys?
Thanks, David.
Taking 2 shots.
And one of the best big men in the game, Davis, continuing to prove how dominant he is.
Outside, Dort. The kick out to Williams. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Pass to Washington. .152 left to play in the first. To the inside. Here's Lively. Lays it up and banks it in.
And good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
To the wing on the left. Holmgren wide open. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Guarded now by Irving. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with it. Left side, Williams. Over Irving. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
They're just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Here's Holmgren. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Lively, that's good.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now, here's Dort. Still yet to score.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down. That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll get you. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
And the foul on Daniel Gafford. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Oklahoma City leading by 8. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Dort on the wing. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pulls from the top of the key. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 10 now for the Thunder. Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. Ooh!
Okay.
SGA able to slip out with that speed, escape up the court. From there, it's easy work.
Dinwiddie outside. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Oklahoma City.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And here is Holmgren. 7 points in the game. Six on the shot clock. The Mavericks pull it in.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you. Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
Nobody near Williams. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. And it's Exum in the corner. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Dinwiddie for three. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Buries the long-range jumper. 8 points for Williams.
Well, Gilgeous-Alexander, with that height at his position, allows him to do so many things other guys really pretty much dream of.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, you know, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
That's another one for him. His fifth in just 7 shots.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thank you. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an elite scorer. Coach Mark Daigneault said the sign of a good player is being a source of reliable offense. At the same time, he's learned to impact the game in other ways, and that's why he's a really good player. He's not just a hired gun scorer. Kevin?
Totally agree, DA. He is a franchise cornerstone type of guy. We thank you for the report.
Assist from
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And Gafford throws it down.
And how about the awareness of Dinwiddie? Excellent job spotting the open teammate there.
Holmgren in the corner. From past the arc. Rebound by Williams.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Out left to the wing. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace down low. Another shot. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And we're all too familiar with these kind of outbursts from SGA.
To the left side wing. And here's Marshall from the arc. The Thunder pull it in. And here are the Thunder now. They're on a 15-3 run right now. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by Gafford. Mavericks trailed by 20. Christie can't make it. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. They get it back. Wallace outside. Pass to Williams. To the left wing. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Good on the triple. Holmgren's got 12 points in the game.
Guys, this is what you call a generational talent. Holmgren is bound to fill up the highlight reel every night he plays.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Williams for three. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Another good play.
Built in a tech fleece. My bro got a cute, that's a Bentley. Money come nice, get plenty. Got a foreign little baddie in the crew with the face caked up, but you know that's. Took a snap in the E-class crew, and she tryna ask who's picking up in the Benz. Come off that flex, man, I'm not trying to flirt, man, you know I'm just friendly. These times, man, I might with the losing the way to a crib, so she know I step pricey. Her old man left like a weirdo, I'm a hero, money ain't nothing like me. Can't force my flex at the function, do it nicely, be subtle, man, lightly. Got my game back in like 010, but man, YGs, I'm in love with the 90s. Don't show me no stripes, my bro, man, that's not like me, only step in the Nikes. You say my bro got a check, but I said lie with, man, just spend that wisely. Don't flex your checks on Snapchat or IG, don't do it on IG. Lie, bro, yeah, don't do it on IG.
I'm Brian. Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce is our reporter. So Dallas will get the first possession. To the paint. Here's Davis. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Better be on your game tonight, Clark. These teams like to go, go, go.
Exciting for us and the fans, BA, but exhausting for the defenses. I mean, it should be a high-scoring affair, up-tempo, windshield wiper quality. Expect a lot of substitutions to keep things fresh.
Now here's Irving. And the dunk by Gafford.
Hey, when Irving is creating for others, he's even more difficult to slow down.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. Here's Dort. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with it. Just 5 to shoot. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Now Davis puts it up from 12. Hartenstein pulls it in. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. And he buries his first look.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him. Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
You know, when you think about how the Mavs play defense, so much depends on how they defend the point of attack. They've got great rim protection and rotations, but if they aren't stopping penetration, it's tough.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Here's Irving. Rejected by Holmgren.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Back to Holmgren. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down. Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul. He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
These are his first free throws of the game.
And, guys, that was an element of his game that he could not get turned around. I mean, he was really in a funk, and it lasted all season.
And he can't hit the second. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well. They gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And, of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
And Irving has got the ball here for Dallas. To the middle. Here's Gafford. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
Oklahoma City trailing. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Caruso. Offensive rebound. Tries again. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Dort with a steal. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Irving with a rebound. On the wing, Thompson. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving.
The blend of confidence and skill, beautiful to see. Thompson knew all he needed was the ball in his hands.
Pass to Holmgren. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the tray. Holmgren's got 5 points.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance. Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Now here's Gafford. The 3 from Thompson. He buries it from 3. Thompson's got his second basket of the game.
Such a silky, smooth stroke from deep. Thompson, excellent accuracy.
Pass to Williams. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside for Dort. And out of bounds, the Mavericks will take it. And now we go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with Mark Daigneault.
We talked about facing a premier defender like Anthony Davis, and Coach told me AD is obviously a tremendous offensive player, but his impact on D is even greater. He's an elite rim protector, and he moves like a wing out there on the perimeter. Without a doubt, Davis covers a lot of ground defensively. Back to you, VA.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
And he
is stronger than he looks, trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Marshall. Beyond the arc. Here's Lively. Inside. Here's Marshall. Off target with the three.
He's got to be mad at himself. Won't get a better look than that.
Dort for three. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Marshall. And here's Lively. Poked loose. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Well, I tell you what, the big guy knows how to do that. Throw it down.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No points yet. From deep, Holmgren. Lively grabs the miss. Here's Williams. No luck on that one. Well, good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Mavericks on top. They're up by 1.
14.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Mavericks.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there.
Number 00, Max Christie.
And so it's Dallas with it. To the inside. Christie. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Holmgren. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year. Already an elite shot blocker.
Irving looking around. Pass to Thompson. Back to Irving. Here's Christie. 6 to shoot. On the wing, Irving. Misses the three.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Now Caruso. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Look at Shea playing big inside.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Pass to Lively. They double him with Holmgren. Here's Thompson. Here's Marshall. No made baskets yet. And it's Irving missing.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Yeah, the guard instincts of Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Pass to Davis. Knocked away. Now here's Thompson. Holmgren with the block. And they get it back. And finished off by Davis. Thunder leading by 3. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Holmgren. And it's blocked by Davis.
His great length really helps AD defensively.
On the wing, Davis. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played.
That close in against a way shorter defender, you could just put up 2.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Caruso outside. Here's Holmgren. Launches a 3. Just 3 to shoot.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Thompson outside. Here's Davis. He's guarded by Caruso. Back to Irving. Thompson with it. To the middle. Here's Washington. And Washington powers it through.
Boy, we're going to see lots of those. Washington can really get up. Got a little mean streak in him, too, which I like.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA working through contact inside. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
Dallas shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys.
Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
And it's Holmgren missing.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Outside Irving. Back to Davis. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be a second foul of the game. And we've got a timeout. From Jason Kidd. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Gafford with the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dort with a steal. Ball's going up the court. SGA explodes to the rim.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And he gets it to go. Davis has got 8 points.
This is why they feed Davis inside. I mean, they know how much of a beast he is down there, and he eats good.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
Pass to Williams. Back to Davis. To the paint. Exum. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. 50 seconds left in the second quarter. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 10. Caruso misses. Here's Davis. Pass to Exum. Stolen by Caruso. Here we go, one-on-one. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his third foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads-up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
And Williams over to help. Outside, Williams. It's stolen. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Thunder. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Oklahoma City leading by 3. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, it's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out. Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that. Now Irving. Pass to Davis. Inside. Here's Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
Simply found the open man there because he read the defense. Well done by Davis.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Gafford grabs the miss. The Mavericks trailing. Now here's Irving. Watched by Wallace. Now here's Davis. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 14. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 16 points now.
I didn't see that coming. He sinks a pretty dicey shot.
All alone on the break. The finish. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to be on Anthony Davis. Oklahoma City shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
And I think Lou Dort is a textbook example of a high-effort player. He is just relentless on both ends, constantly looking for ways to make a difference.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Caruso. Comes up empty, down low. Mavericks trail by 5. Washington, right side. And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul.
Timeout.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. You know, Clark, 2024 saw Anthony Davis make his return to the All-Star game.
And really, B.A., such a pleasure to see him back on the court, healthy and producing. That's not been an issue. The issue has been him being hurt and not being able to be on the court. But he's a perennial All-Star when he's healthy and playing and doing exactly what he's done throughout his career at both ends, be a dominant center.
On defense, the Thunder. Here's Irving. Caruso grabs the board. Thunder leading by 5. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Pass to Washington. Down low. Back to Irving. Unloads. And stolen by Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Dort. Gets the 3 ball to go. Dort's got 8 points.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Here's Thompson. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Give him 8.
Hey, from a technical, mechanical standpoint, Klay Thompson has one of the purest jump shots you'll ever see.
Caruso outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Six on the shot clock. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Anthony Davis.
When you're as good a passer and scorer as SGA, you'll get defenders to bite like that.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Pass to Washington. Back to Irving. Now here's Thompson. Here's Washington. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout.
Hey, take him out the game, man. I'm never going to stick him. I done figured it out. You can't shoot it that way.
Refocus. Too many careless turnovers will kill your momentum.
Substitution on the court.
Just 2 to shoot. And here's Thompson for 3. Caruso grabs the board.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, a defense has to be very aware of Gilgeous-Alexander's attack mindset. He wants to get to the rim and do maximum damage. And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. That shot, no good. Excellent D there from Lively. A minute 20 left in the third quarter. On the wing, Thompson. The 3 is up. Knocks it loose.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
To the middle. Here's Dort. And the rebound goes to Dallas. They still have time to make this a game.
But they really need to focus in because they let this game get away from them a little bit.
46 seconds left in the third. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Pass to Lively. Here's Marshall. Williams from long range. Again, the miss by Dallas. And we've got a timeout call by Mark Daigneault. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Mitchell with the ball. Caruso outside. 5 to shoot. Back to Mitchell. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Oklahoma City shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And you know, a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers helped them win games.
Here's Gafford. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Daniel Gafford. 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Gafford. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder earning this break in the action, up 10. And they've racked up a ton of turnovers. We'll be right back with you shortly. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. It's a 10-point game. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Pass to Dort. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Dinwiddie. Gilgeous-Alexander into the lane. To the paint. Shot clock at 6. Misses from close range. Mavericks trail by 10. And here is Irving. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Here's Oklahoma City now. Out to the wing. Looking to get back on track. Oh, great handles, Holmgren.
And just showing off his mobility as a big man. Holmgren puts his head down and charges into the shot.
And here's Caruso outside. The long distance three is buried. Caruso's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Thunder?
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
From the high post. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Nice putback on that follow from Davis. Was just determined to get that rebound.
Oklahoma City leading by 13. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA just powering through contact.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
The kick out to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Caruso. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. And the Thunder lead by 18. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Oklahoma City now. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Here's Dort. The bank shot, no good.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
And it's Holmgren with a rebound. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Pass to Williams. Three-pointer. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Here's Holmgren. And that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
Washington. Outside for Irving. Launches it. The Thunder pull it in.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
When you look at all the turnovers, boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute. Adding insult to injury.